Have you ever considered what it's like to immerse yourself in a sound bath? Well, today I have you covered. Join me as I invite a special guest to dive in to the unique experience of a sound bath and spill all the details on the afterbath. Welcome to the Afterbath, where we explore unique experiences and wellness practices. I'm your host, Matt. Today we have a special episode where we'll be diving into the world of sound baths. If you've ever wondered what it's like to be immersed in soothing sound waves, you're in for a treat. Today we're diving deep into the journey of one very dedicated sound bather. Trish is back for her fourth of 6 back-to-back sound baths, a big step forward on her path to inner peace. After a week of ups and downs, she's feeling a little bit worn out and hoping the Tibetan singing bowls might smooth out those peaks and valleys in her mood. So here's a question we're all wondering. Can the soothing sounds of a sound bath lift her spirits, or is Trish in for a bit more of a roller coaster? Let's settle in and find out. Trish.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Good morning, thank you.
So we're here for our 4th session.
Yes.
Okay.
It's going by very quickly.
Yeah, it is going by very quickly, isn't it? Very exciting, yeah?
It is.
So tell me, what are you experiencing now?
At the moment, well, I kind of like already this morning have gone through like, whoa, a little bit of a roller coaster. Woke up a little bit sort of like, another day. I thought, but my sound bath. So in the car, I've driven for an hour. So in the car, I've got a little bit of time to sort of like settle and just sort of try and figure out, what am I actually feeling this morning? Because I tend to like be moody, so I sort of go up and down, like from week to week, from day to day, from hour to hour. So but I listened to a little bit of a meditation, and I thought, yes, that's right, nothing really is that crucial or like so it kind of brought a smile to my face, and I thought, you know what, during the week I've been trying to keep, because I think I left the last session just on a high, and I thought, yes, I'm going to try and keep that level of energy, but obviously my mood's up and down, so sometimes I forget. I had a grouchy day yesterday, who knows why, but now I just want to sort of change that frequency and sort of get happy again and remind myself that nothing is really that crucial. And that's it. I just want to, maintain that level of happiness, really, because what's the point of just, I don't know, getting anxious about things that haven't happened yet?
A thought occurred to me, and we don't really need to go into this because but it is a curiosity of mine. So sometimes when I get upset about things, I then get upset that I'm upset about it. And so then I become doubly upset. Just because I kind of, I do this thing of, I know better than this. Why am I upset? And then it's like, I'm annoyed because I'm upset. Does that happen to you?
Absolutely.
Right.
All the time. And it's like, I know that this is not, that I shouldn't be feeling this way. In terms of like, I know better. Like I know that I can rise above what it is that I'm upset about. It doesn't really matter. But the fact that your mood changes and you get upset is like, I did it again. I'm doing it again. How do I get myself out of it?
Do you have any tricks yourself? You discovered anything?
Tricks. More like trying to remind myself that, it's not that serious, and it's not. Meditation always helps.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Just listening to affirmations and, just sort of reminds me that, I can do this. Like it's, yes, I'm upset about it. I, recognize that I'm upset about it.
Yeah.
Feel that upset or that anger or whatever emotion come out of the situation.
Yeah.
And just, calm.
Yeah.
Just calm myself.
So
that way.
Is that then like a kind of acceptance? Oh yeah, I'm feeling a bit, and then you accept. Okay. Is that?
Because when you fight against it, then that makes it worse. That acceptance is the right word. Yes.
Yeah.
You accept that. Yes, absolutely. I am upset about that, and I'm upset that I'm upset about that.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
And you just move through it.
Yes. Yeah. But at the time it can be rough, right? It can be
at the moment. At that time it can be rough, but just understanding that is life.
Yeah.
That because we're human, we feel.
Yeah.
That sort of helps out.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to do also a lot of that. Stop thinking.
Yeah.
And just feel.
Yeah.
When I stop thinking.
Yeah.
And I start feeling.
Yeah.
And I try and say to myself, like it doesn't matter. Like that, whatever I'm feeling really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like it's not. Yeah, it's not important. It really is not important. So you just try and sort of convince yourself of that, and
Yeah. Great. Is there a part of your body that you concentrate on the feeling of? I know what I do. I usually concentrate on the feeling of my palms of my hands or my feet, or if I'm sitting on a chair, my sit bones, just because there's a point of contact. Is there something that you've found that works for you?
I haven't.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't thought about it in that way.
Yeah.
In the physical way. I've just thought about it in terms of,
like an emotional.
Yeah. So that thinking that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So going more maybe towards how what the feeling is. Like if you're feeling frustrated, you would go, right, so how does frustration feel? And then you'd sit with the feeling of frustration. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. Yeah. So it's not a sitting and stewing on it or marinating in it. It's more becoming aware, I've got this feeling. Is that right?
That is right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then do you trace it to see where it's located somewhere in you?
In my body?
Yeah.
No, and I think that's probably something that I can work on because tracing it and trying to soothe that part of the body is probably something that I need to explore.
Yeah. I guess for me, what I usually experience is sometimes when I'm sitting still, I can locate an area where there's, say, a source of pain, and I may not realise that actually my forehead is scrunched, or my eyes are, tense. And I just may not be aware that I'm actually holding tension there. Yeah. Or sometimes it might even be a piece of clothing that is quite irritating, and I haven't actually sat with, I really like these pants, but geez, they're tight.
That could be another problem as well.
Maybe I should have had that extra bagel.
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay, great. Anything else?
For today, I want to go into the sound bath to, again, keep up that frequency of let's not think so much, because I've tried to, because last week I came in thinking, there's so much stuff going on in the world that is not pleasant, and it was really kind of irritating me.
Yeah.
Because, you just sort of, I felt that not peaceful.
Yeah.
So I tried to put my head in the sand and not take notice of any of that, which I've been successful at doing.
Great.
Probably had a couple of conversations yesterday, just general ones with friends that I just thought about too much.
Yeah.
And it irritated me. Just not they've irritated me, but what they've said has irritated me. But I've just sort of realised that it's not what they've said, it's my reaction to it.
Of course.
So I think that's probably why I was a little bit kind of moody.
Yeah.
Because I was sort of festering on all of that too much, because it kind of like ruined my peacefulness sort of thing. But it's not on them, it's obviously on me. So today I want to go in and change that frequency.
Yeah.
So that's what my focus is.
Great. Yeah, excellent. All right, well, let's go do it.
Let's do it.
Great. A sound bath is like a cozy blanket for your senses, a gentle wave of soothing sounds that washes away stress and tension. Imagine lying down in a serene space, enveloped by the softer vibrations of Tibetan singing bowls, gongs, tuning forks, and chimes. These sounds don't just drift around you, they sink deep, creating ripples that reach every corner of your being. Each tone works its quiet magic, inviting your mind and body to release, unwind, and slip into a naturally relaxed state. It's a moment to just be. No to-do lists, no worries, just pure calm. A sound bath invites you to slow down, settle in, and savour the present. Whether you're in need of a deep reset or just a few peaceful minutes, it's a simple, beautiful way to recharge and find that elusive pocket of calm we're all searching for. Welcome back, Trish.
Thank you.
So here we are after our fourth sound bath.
Yes.
You look very bright.
Yes, I feel bright.
I want to know how you're feeling.
I'm feeling high.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just feeling all of a sudden reminded of what I felt last time after the sound bath. That,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That even though things aren't perfect in life, and they're not exactly as I or whatever would want them to be.
Yeah.
I'm concentrating on the one or two things. Oh, there's more than that, but one or two things that actually are good, rather than focusing on those things that, in time will come, maybe.
Absolutely.
And if not, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling blissful.
Yeah, nice.
Yes, not completely, but just happy to just be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can just ask me any questions and,
Oh, that could be dangerous.
I know. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So, and can you describe, like your state of ability to think? Like if I asked you a tough question, how would you be able to, would you feel lost for words, or do you think,
I'd probably feel lost for words, to be honest, right now.
Yeah.
I probably feel like I don't even want to go deep into anything. So if you ask me a complicated question, I'm just going to stay really light. That's how I feel. I feel like, you probably, I don't want to delve into anything, because if I do, then it'll take me back to where we don't really need to be. Yeah.
Got it. And physically, how do you feel?
I feel really just relaxed.
Yeah.
So I'm not tense anywhere.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Is there any you know, like if you thought about, you know, like when you eat a lot of food and you can feel that weight, that heaviness, and you feel sluggish. And then other times when you've totally digested a meal, there's a lightness. Whereabouts are you right now, do you think?
Lightness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
lightness.
During the sound bath, I felt like at a certain point, I just wanted to like, yep, I'm done. This is really good. Like you know, it's hit the spot. Like, let's go. Like,
great.
Yeah. Let's get on with the day, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So.
Yeah, and emotionally.
I feel really good. I feel like I said, there's not much going on because I've sort of relaxed so much that it's like there's no problems.
Yeah.
Like, what problems? There's no issues or... Yeah, just feel really happy to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
And I think that's how I've felt most of times when I've finished a sound bath.
Sound bath. Yeah. Do you feel any difference, say, from your first experience of the first sound bath, of the ones that we've been doing, to this one? Is there any difference?
No.
Okay.
No, in terms of, no, because every time I've come out of a sound bath, I've felt sort of that lightness of life. Of, you know, oh well, you know. Yeah. There's no problems. What problems? So I just feel blissed out, really.
Yeah, great, great. What does the feeling, because I know that viewers will probably be curious, what does blissed out kind of mean? You know?
It just means that I'm not delving into there's no reminders of, oh, but that's wrong, and oh, but that's, you know, it just feels like really light and just peaceful. Yeah. That's how I feel. Yeah, that's what blissful feels to me. Like there's nothing holding me back. There's nothing at the back of my mind. You know, sometimes you can be happy, but you know at the back of your mind that there's things waiting for you. Yeah. Whereas it just feels like there's nothing waiting. It's just like it's fine. Like it'll just all sort itself out. Yeah. It always does, kind of thing. That's, Yeah,
I think the way I interpret that is that in my life I may have a goal that I need to get done today. And that might be, you know, I have to send off 20 emails to 20 people. And that's the to-do list for today. But the overarching goal, which might be, you know, get a business off the ground. I'll know in the back of my mind that get a business off the ground is still lurking. And so even though I got the list done today, there's still that, but I still don't have my business off the ground yet. Yeah. I guess what you're saying is that you can sit there and go, wow, you know,
It's not, it hasn't taken off yet, but, you know, I trust that, you know, ideas will come to me as they come to me. So you're not sort of, it doesn't stop you in your tracks and you think, but that business isn't. So back to the grumpiness kind of thing. Yeah. Just like, okay, in time I will step into that motion and, you know, the ideas will flow when they will flow. Yeah. Kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're not burdened by a future event of hoping that it will turn out.
Correct.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because, there's nothing pressing at the moment in my life. Like it just feels like it's just flowing nicely.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if circumstances are different, then I'd feel different. So there's that as well. But right here, right now, it just feels like I can get on with the day and just do things. Yeah. Just at my own pace.
Yeah. Do you think you still have the capacity to do things today after the sound bath?
I'm not sure. I'll let you know next week, because last week I did feel like, I really don't feel like doing anything at all. Like I just feel like just sitting and just reading a book, watching TV. In fact, I think I watched a movie. So I went home and I just sat and watched a movie and did not feel guilty about it one bit.
Yeah, you enjoyed the movie.
I just enjoyed the moment. So whether that happens this time around, I'm not sure. But, we'll discuss that, definitely next week, because I do have a few things to do today. So hopefully I won't put them off and I will get them done.
Yeah. And, look, even if you put them off till tomorrow,
it's not going to be a big deal.
No. They'll still get done at some stage, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you think of a moment in your life where you think a sound bath would be the answer to, like an issue that might pop up? Whether it's after, you're had a disappointing loss, or whether it's you're feeling run down, or maybe on the verge of sickness. Mm-hmm. Yeah, can you think of anything?
In my past, there was a particularly difficult period where I was looking after somebody. Yeah. In the school environment.
Yeah.
Who was, all the time, it was particularly challenging.
Yeah.
And I was getting a lot of headaches.
Oh.
And I was questioning whether I was the right person to be looking after that particular situation.
Got it.
So that probably would have been because it was loaded. So it was just like I was constantly thinking about it 24/7. Like, so every day I would have to go in and look after this particular situation.
Yep.
And yet I didn't know. I was questioning whether, I was the right person to do this.
Yeah.
And so the headaches would just, pound. So that would have been really interesting whether,
Yeah.
I could have used the sound bath in that scenario.
Yeah. The other thing that I'm curious about is the day after a sound bath. Have you experienced anything of any significance?
In terms of like...
Well, I guess, today you're feeling, straight after it, you're feeling very nice. I'm wondering, at what point do you feel like it begins to wear off?
I can't pinpoint, to be totally honest. I can't pinpoint whether it starts to wear off or I'm just kind of like... let me think about it. Like I feel really grateful that I've gone through this journey because the sound baths, when I'm in them, are serving to remind me of the journey that I've been on and the importance of just being present and not allowing that mind chatter to take over.
Yeah.
So it does obviously, like, after a sound bath, I do think, oh, geez, there's nothing that, why worry about things that you can't control anyway, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and throughout the week, you've got those mood swings. And so I guess it does wear off in that kind of sense. But knowing that I'm going through this journey, it just sort of brings me back and I think, oh, that's right. This is what I was doing. So, that roller coaster, the sound baths are, a reminder of the fact that, geez, like nothing is really that crucial or, that important, that, important enough to ruin that vibe that I've been trying to create, that, Yeah, there are things that aren't perfect, but slowly, I'm learning to be more present. Yeah. And not let things that I've, like spoken about with people or situations take over. Yes. And that it's on me to control how I react.
Yes.
To those things. So I don't know, in a roundabout way, like I don't know if I've answered the question, but sound baths, yes, the journey that I'm on with the sound baths are reminding me of the fact that, you know, sort of every week that I do it, it sort of get that feeling of stay present. You don't need to like focus on things that are not, that you can't control. So focus on being present and staying present within yourself. So more aware, if that's... Yeah.
So would you say it's a reminder, it serves as a reminder of what's important?
Correct. That self-love is important, and, you know, trying to feel rather than think through life, sort of. Yes.
I guess maybe the analogy I think of is that when you're on a roller coaster ride, some people, all they can think about is, when is this going to stop? Because I want to get off.
Yeah.
And the more they think about that, the less they experience. But what they experience is more the frustration of they can't control the circumstance.
Yes. Yeah.
But someone who feels more may just give in to the fact of, oh, here I am, I'm stuck on this roller coaster ride. There's nothing I can do about it. But while I'm here, I may as well enjoy the thrill of the up and down.
Correct. Yes. The up and downs will always be there.
Yes.
It's just a matter of whether you can bring yourself back to, you know, to reset into an even keel and go, okay.
Yes.
That's right. Now, it's not that important.
Yeah. Fantastic.
And to be, like I was saying, I think last week we were talking about the fact that, you know, it's the love that's inside.
Yeah.
It's, you know, the being and the consciousness that's inside.
Yeah.
And you have a friend to look after for life. And that friend is your ego, your you know, yourself. Like, but what's more important is what's on the inside. Yeah. And the outside is just all noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So there's like a deeper awareness, which is you, that you're connecting to.
Correct. And the sound baths are helping to bring that out.
Yeah. Great. So the other question I had was, we were talking about energy, and we're putting forward the idea that when you feel energetically full or full of energy, then you feel great. But when you feel lacking in energy, you know, when you're feeling tired, then things get more irritating. Yeah. So do you think, from your own experience, do you think that you're getting more energy from the experience of having a sound bath?
Well, I must be.
Yeah.
Because I'm drawing during the week.
Yeah.
I'm drawing on this experience.
Yeah.
And they're reminding me of the fact that, you know, that I don't need to get so annoyed or, you know, so run down with just the noise that's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, like I could keep doing them for life, really, but will I? Probably not. But they're very useful in the sense that, you know, it just helps to bring sort of like a more calmness. Yeah. Great.
So thinking about your own life, where do you think energy gets spent in a direction that's useless? Like, where are you spending energy that's not serving any purpose?
Probably just personal relationships.
Yeah.
You know, just getting too stuck on what does this mean? And what does that mean? What did that person mean by that?
Yeah.
That's where my energy goes.
Got it.
And sometimes misusing that
Yep.
to bring myself down.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Instead of just letting that go.
Yeah. Yeah. And how do you think a sound bath is balancing that for you?
Because it helps to ground me.
Yeah.
It helps to focus on that self-love and that energy inside and that love inside.
Yeah.
And quieting the chatter.
Yeah, got it. One last question then. The chatter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to know, or I don't think anyone needs to know what the chatter is, because I think we all experience it, right?
Yeah, and they don't want to know.
Yeah. But when do you find that the chatting mind gets louder for you? You don't have to give an exact, but just a roundabout. When do you think the chatting mind gets louder for you?
I suppose after conversations.
Right.
Because I overanalyze things and I overthink things.
Yeah.
So just being around people.
Yeah.
And when I'm exposed to the media and the news and the things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
And what insight now do you have about that, do you think is useful for you? What could you,
The insight is, like I've experienced in the sound baths, is just like feel rather than think. So it's as simple as that. It's just the stop thinking and feel. Yeah.
Yep.
And I think that's really important. I think that's really helped me in the last 4 or 5 weeks, is just feel the energy inside rather than chat, because it's all made up. All that chatter is all made up. So I've just got to keep reminding myself of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. And do you find then that the sound bath helps you to connect to your feelings more?
Well, it does, because it's that time that I've taken for myself.
Yeah.
And just helps me, like, staying on that vibration of the sounds that are coming, you know, all around me. I think today you were doing something different. It wasn't so much bong, but it was like
yes.
It's like I was on this journey, and I think that's what made me go, okay, this is really good. You know, I'm ready to get up and go.
Yeah.
Just that vibration and the sounds that I was trying to sit on the vibrations and, you know, trying to sort of carry me to the inside.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't know whether that's explained it, but yeah.
Well, I like it because it's coming from your own personal perspective. Yeah. And I think that's, everyone has their own personal perspective. And I think if we can see more personal experiences that have their own unique view, I think that's what everyone's trying to find. Yep. Because I know there will be certain people that don't connect to the way I am. You know, I've certainly taught enough kids to realise kids don't always connect to adults, but they'll connect to other kids. And so there will be definitely people out there that will connect to the way you're experiencing the world, maybe more than the way I'm experiencing the world. So, yeah, I think it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's definitely a personal journey, and it's those little ways that you make sense of the world and you make sense of things. It's very individual. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And no one should tell you otherwise. You should walk to your own beat.
That's right.
Yeah, walk your own path.
Yeah, and I can be weird if I want to be.
Absolutely. You can be weird in your own beautiful way.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's probably not that weird.
No, probably not.
Or it could be, who knows. Well, thanks, Trish. This has been fantastic.
Thank you so much. I'm really grateful to be going through this experience. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Like, it's just, I feel really blessed that I'm going on this journey.
That's great. That's great. I'm very grateful as well. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
No worries. And we'll look forward to seeing you next week for number 5.
Number 5.
Wow. Okay.
Thank you
exciting.
So much.
Great. Thanks, Trish.
Matt. Okay.
Thank you for joining us today. This has been a fascinating exploration of sound baths. If you've enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment. Join us again next week as our latest sound bath participant, Trish, continues her journey with her 5th of 6 back-to-back sound baths. Until next time, stay well and keep exploring new experiences.